Hello everybody, it's SuffolkBlue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you are well. Welcome back to merry old England. Funnily enough, this is the very definition of merry old England in Crusader Kings II. It's not very merry, there's a lot of battles, a lot of blood, a lot of disease, a lot of very, very bad people doing some very, very bad things. I'm actually one of them. I am Athelstan the Cruel of Wessex, all the way down here. And if you remember last time, we took over Gloucester and Surrey in battle, having finally managed to get my act together. I wanted to have a look at these. If you remember when I said last time that we would have a little look at these, we have got Gloucester here, which we are going to keep Gloucester. We're not actually going to call it that though. It is going to be Gloucester, but it's Cleve, Ceastre, Gloucester, or Gloucester, as it is pronounced Glau, although Glev. So we're going to have that as our county capital. I'm going to shut that down. Gloucester, that's good. Bristol, which we could change. I could. This is one that I always struggle to try and pronounce, but it's Bry, and Stowe, which actually means place by the bridge, which is where Bristol probably gets most of its name from. Instead, I'm going to keep it as Bristol just because it's easier for me to be able to pronounce, so we'll keep that as Bristol, but actually we'd probably put in Brickstow or something like that. Winchcombe, I can keep Winchcombe. Funnily enough, Winchcombe has an abbey, which was built in 798 by the Mercian king, so Winchcombe, yeah, probably would be reasonably important as far as the faith is concerned, so we'll keep Winchcombe because it has some link. Over in Surrey we've got Lambeth. I've no real idea why Lambeth is the county count. I'm assuming it's something to do with the fact that it's Greater London or something, I don't know. Tetting Gas, which today we would know as Tooting. Southwark, interesting to have Southwark in there. I'm going to change that for our bishopric actually. It's going to be Farnham. There was in 686 a very large abbey at Farnham, so we'll have the Bishop of Farnham. Although it should be an abbey really, but there we go. And we've got Woking down here, which is absolutely correct, but we wouldn't call it that. We would call it Woccingas. Wokingas. Or Woking as it's called now. There we go. That's just made all these look a little bit better. If you remember, I do like to go around in Winchester and just change them around a little bit. Southampton there as well. Fabulous. So that's all done. We had just beaten off the Vikings that had come along to stay. Let's put back that. We wanted to usurp. I wanted to claim, but I cannot at the moment because our little friend here is at war. And whilst he is at war, there's not an awful lot I can do about anything. So we'll just leave him to it. Let's have a check, as we should do every time. Do we have the best chancellors, the best people in place? We do. Do we have the best... Oops, what did I do there? Let's check down here. Point. We do not have the best Winston, Mayor of what? He's much better. In you come. Steward. We do indeed have the best steward. Spymaster. We do indeed have the best spymaster. Is my brother. And we have indeed got the best chaplain. That is all excellent. We want to research cultural tech in Gloucester. Let's get over there and do that. You're studying technology in Norfolk. You're collecting taxes in Dorset. I'm going to move you to collect taxes in Somerset. My liege, during my stay in Gloucester I found a great philosopher who has agreed to help me with my studies to enhance culture in the province. With your permission I would suggest we employ him. Of course. Let's do that. You're all doing stuff. Research military tech in Wessex. Why not? And you're claiming currently in Oxford here. Trying to get that claim for Twice. If you remember, there's another sort of duchy here that we'd like. We do, however, have a problem. Our dement size is far too big. And that's going to cause us some problems. Whilst he's still at war, there's nothing I can do with this at the moment. Pope Honorus II has died and been succeeded by Pope Marinus. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. My wife is... This is a problem. We need a son, my love. Really need a son. But you don't seem to really very keen on providing such things. Unfortunately, if we don't get a son, then my heir is actually my brother. So I don't mind that swooping over. It's still part of our realm, and he's actually got 3 sons on the go over here. So he's doing far better than I am, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get our wife pregnant. Perhaps if I send her a gift. What do you reckon? Do you reckon that will help? Award an honorary title, maybe. High Almoner? No. Ah! Oh, I didn't even have to press anything. Ooh. Good. Hope for a son. Cross everyone's fingers and toes. We could do with a son. Okay, so we're waiting for a claim up here in Oxford. Let's have a look at our technology. Nothing coming through yet on our technology tree that we need to worry about. Ooh, Pictland looked like it really is winning this war over here. He's got a truce with me until the 9th of May. He lost that war. If you remember, he went into war against me, not the other way around. He's also got peace with me, I think. I'm not at war with him, am I? Not that I can see. I'm going to disband these troops now, so that we get maximum money for this, because we don't want to... Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get about 3.38 a month, which will be useful. Keep an eye out, of course. The cough is killing me. Started as a chest pain and shortness of breath, and I started coughing up phlegm and now blood. I've got pneumonic. I've got tuberculosis. Oh, please have a son before all of this happens. Tuberculosis is a killer in current times. It's a killer, but they back in 800 AD it was almost certainly a killer. So fingers and toes crossed we get a son out of this pregnancy. Otherwise, even then that's going to be difficult because he's going to need to be at least 18. Ah, have you now? 236. Putting these together. Let's go and get rid of these raiders out of our land if we can. Bastard raiders, putting themselves in the wrong place. They've gone before we got there. Maximum money. We just want to try and get our maximum money if we can. I have a new heir. So I died. Now this is interesting because my wife is pregnant. So what happens if she has a son? Think about it. If she has a son, he's the pretender to the throne. King Athelstan has steadfastly fallen asleep in the Lord's age of 30. He died of pneumonia. Long live King Edgar. So be it. Rumour has it about a spy sneaking around my own castle. It was confirmed this morning when I caught him red-handed. I could behead him. I will kill him with my bare hands. Let's do that. So I'm now king. My wife is queen. I wonder what's going to happen. So look, your court chaplain in Elfgar has offered to go through your newly acquired domestic titles and distribute them on existing or new vassals in order to ease your burden of government. So I don't really want to give out all of these titles. I've got 3 sons as well, so no, I'm fine. No thanks, I'm fine. Go away. We'll worry about that in a second. So, let me have a look. His wife, who is pregnant, she has a weak claim to the petty kingdom of Wessex. But it's going to be interesting, because she was pregnant at that moment, wasn't she? Oh, this is my wife, isn't it? Gluttonous and wrathful. But my son, one of my sons, is it not, has got strong... Yeah, here we go. Strong, ambitious and wrathful. I'm going to educate this child and have him come to me. I can find me on this list. There I am. Send. Your steward may have to go through your... Stop bothering me about this nonsense. Go away. We need to build up. We've got loads of money. I could pay off that debt. I think is probably a good thing to do. Get rid of that. Repay the loan. There we go. That's important. Now I don't owe any money to the Jews. I paid off my grandfather's debt, which is good. That will help me with my religious vassals, because they were having a problem, if you like, with all of me owing money. They probably don't care too much. My demence is the problem. When trying to be usurped, can't do anything with that at the moment. This child needs educating. Arrange education. This is my niece. She can go there. So it doesn't say whether or not she actually had that child or not. She is pregnant. But we don't know whether... Because if that son comes around, I'm just really intrigued of what would happen. Oh, he's at peace. Now we can claim that title, can I not? A daughter was born. So another daughter. There it is. So we now have 2 daughters, which is good. Because that basically means... Maud, educate child. Can she go to her original... That's my queen. Her mother is Margaret, who should be in my care. She's not. I can't see her there anywhere. Okay. Go there, child. You're of no concern of me anyway now. So that's good news. So the good news is that can I not claim that yet? I don't have enough. I don't have the piety for it. And I certainly can't usurp it, because I don't have the money. But he's at peace. I could take it now. Let's go through our... we've got to go here and start fabricating claims in Oxford. I need you to keep doing what you're doing. You can keep doing what you're doing, which is the wrong thing. Let's go through and have a look here, actually. 14. We have the best Chancellor in place. Oh, such mess. Just pause that for a second. So, Marshal. 17. Winston, Mayor of Woking. He's better, so you're going to become my new Marshal. Steward. 14. Yeah, okay. Oops. Stop doing that. Spy Master. Odgar, Courtier in Wessex. He's better. My Court Chaplain. Oh my goodness gracious me. 16. Herbert of Ransbury. He wants to become Court Chaplain. He does not want to be. He just wants to be rich. Bishop of Wells. I'm going to put him in. There's only 2 short difference. And he wants to become Court Chaplain. So let's put him in place. So let's now redo what we were doing. So research cultural tech in Wessex. I want you to study technology in Norfolk. I want you to begin claiming more taxes in Wessex, actually. Suppress revolts. Research military tech in Wessex. And you're fabricating claims. I feel like that's achieved something. Good. So we get our money back. We're going to start claiming our money. So what I'm going to do, I've got 4 titles too many. I can't give her a title, can I? I can order an honorary title, but I can't. She can't hold any because she's a woman. My sons probably could. He is my eldest son. How old is he? 9. Educate child. I want you to come to me. Send. Educate by me. And you're not quite of age yet. Athelwine, Leofold, and Edgar. Raiders have landed. This is going to be a problematic because I don't think I have enough. Whoops. I don't think I have enough. I really don't think I have enough respect within the realm to raise much of an army. 270. What about Surrey? What about Sussex, my old kingdom? 52. It's rubbish. Okay, come together. Dorset. How many can you raise? 107. 48. It's not ideal. Everything come together in Dorset, please. We've got the pie. I think we've got the prestige now. It's the money that we've got the problem with. This will be our first battle together. Let's see how we get on here. Come on, join together. Hurry it up. Combine. I'm at the front of it. Let's see if we can't head off this battle. This could probably go really badly wrong for me. Are we holding our own-ish? Oh yeah, that worked. God, they didn't want to give up, did they? We can disband those troops. Good, that worked. Right, so let's go through here. And what we want to look for then, I wonder. What do I need? I cannot afford the cost. Request would be denied. I would lose 100 piety. Usurp. You cannot do that. I need 191 gold. Okay. Well, at least we don't owe any money to anyone, and we can just start building up our cash reserves at 135. Seems a bit low, doesn't it? And he is tax collecting. Well, so be it. Right, so that's that. Let's have a look for... search all for ladies. No. Married, no. Ruler, any. My religion, my culture if we can. No. Great house, any. Because my son is 9. Now there are things like attractive. She's 4. And she's only a courtier though, so she's very low down the pecking order lists. How old is my oldest son? He wasn't 10. So at 10... Oh, your steward comes to see you one afternoon. He explains that he has devised a plan to bring in exotic goods by setting up a trade route with a foreign realm. This would of course require a sizable monetary investment, but the potential profits would also be great. I don't really have any money. At all, in fact. I have no money at all. But let's organise one. Buy the merchant ship for the journey. Hire a crew of bandits to steal the ship. On second thoughts, I really can't afford this. Okay, well, let's buy the merchant ship for the journey. See what we get out of this. The word has spread that you're planning a trading expedition, and a group of priests have arrived at your court with a request. They're offering temple funds for the journey if you will allow them to come along. I can't risk them getting in the way. The thing is, where are we going for this trade? Because if we're going to go to like to the Muslim lands, or even to the Vikings, to pagan realms, do I really want a bunch of priests hanging about the job? No, get them out of the way. Let's go without them for now. It's only 5 gold anyway. It's pointless, and they already hate me because I'm a short realm. It's time to set out on the trading expedition. Hopefully it will yield good profits to foreign lands. Right, she's 14, she's attractive. There's no one genius in here that I can see. Humble, patient, charitable and zealous. She's a courtier in Oxford of no great importance. Who's she? Oh, she's my niece. That's no good. Derby. Oh, she's strong. How old is she? 2. Where's my strong brother? Here. You're 8. Which one are you? Leopold. Arranged betrothal. So Leopold. He says no. Political concerns. Still would be a no. Okay. Your expedition has finally reached the realm of Jarl... Yeah, this is a problem. Jarl Ragnar. Your steward asks what gift you should bring forth as a token of friendship. I could bring forth 12 strong horses. Fine gift. Bet your rare herbs. Mildly disappointed. Can I go into debt? 12 strong horses. I can go into debt. This is a bad sign, isn't it already? Bad sign. I'm already in debt. But you have to speculate to accumulate. At dinner, you notice Jarl Ragnar Lodbrok's face growing red with annoyance as he glares at your steward for shoveling food with his bare hands. I'm hungry too. I'm going to make a lot of people angry, but we will get, hopefully, a good trade deal out of this. Although, if this Jarl bloke is going to be a pirate and a Viking at the same time, this is the trouble. The long hours of negotiating and discussing possible terms of trade, you and Jarl Robert seem to have arrived at a mutual understanding. This will be a profitable agreement. I hope so. I need all the money I can get my hands on. Edgar has trouble making friends. Deceitful, greedy, gregarious and honest. Okay. Oh, he's gained honesty. That's good. So, hopefully, with the new trade route set up, you return with your first batch of goods to sell off the profit. The influx of new wares will also benefit the economy for a long period to come. So I gain 100 gold, woohoo, 150 prestige. We get a trade route, giving the following effect: city tax, city castle tax, travel tax. King Edward gets a trader, +2 to stewardship, and, oh, that's all good. Whoosh, have some cash, people. That's a very profitable way of doing it, and I'm pretty sure not having the church there was a good thing. Give 8 to mayor. Yeah, okay. You're going to have 8 gold. You've done a good job. Be rewarded, my fine friend. Right. So I now have 70 gold, which is better now. I feel a bit more sort of stable. And we have got the trade route, so we get stewardship +2. City vassal opinion is 10. So if we come and have a look, I don't know how many. I don't think many of them dislike me a great deal. I think the problem I've got is my dement size. But my stewardship going up will help that. Those we love get love in return. Gains the kind trait. It's Leofwold, isn't it? That's not my... So he's strong and kind, which is good. What was my other son, the actual heir? He's honest. That's good. An honest king. We need a bit of honesty. As soon as he's of age, we shall marry him off and then give him somewhere like Sussex again. Probably Surrey as well. Maybe give him a couple of lands in that area. If I could claim Kent, I would take the whole... Oh, actually, I can't give him the Kingdom of Kent, because otherwise he'd become completely independent of me. Do you need educating, dear child? Fair enough. Who is this? This is Maud. So this is not my daughter, so you can go to her. She has got a new husband already. My niece. So she's got a new husband already. And what court is she in? At court in Dunbar. So she's the county of Dunbar, but these are my stewards under my... because they're my family, I suppose. We've got raiders, 222. 324. Let's up these. Let's go and deal with these raiders. How much money are we getting now? Only 0.26. I might change my design now, because obviously we're doing the trader thing at the moment, but I actually just want to get the mass together. Merge selected units. Go and take him out of Surrey, please. If you can, get there first. It would be great. Nope. Oh, just. Teach them a lesson. Send them back to their homelands with a strong message not to come back, I think is the plan. Thank you very much. And disband. Let's have a look at my king. What does he want to do? He wants to... he has a business focus and he wants to amass wealth. I think that's not a bad thing, actually. I might keep him on that. Business focus. We could do rulership next. Okay, we'll change him to rulership focus now. He wants to become king. He was the better king of the two anyway. 75 gold now. Monthly balance is 149. Still not very good. We need to improve our opinions with our vassals is what we need to do. I wonder if we can do a hold a summer fair. Oh, it just disappeared. I could buy indulgences for my sins. I don't know whether I've got many sins just yet. Promote a commander, invite a holy man, hold a feast, hold a summer fair, buy indulgences for my sins. Let's do that now. Let's see what he said. Because again, it boosts the temple vassalage, that's all. Hopefully it's not going to be like a ridiculous amount of money. I haven't got that many sins, surely. Pope seems very quiet, hasn't come back with anything. Here we go. Holy Father, glory to God. 25 gold and 50 piety. Yeah. So that's going to be useful. Again, just boosting the opinion of my vassals. Brave, Liege's diligent, piety +5. So yeah, hopefully that's going to start turning that around. Good. Next on the list. Oops. Flying up the map. Mayor Alred feels I risk too much from the escapades and tried to persuade me to stop risking my life. But it's such a thrill. Leave me alone. They're doing what they need to do down here. I'm worried about these sorts of things. They're not launching any men that I can see yet. Now, 54 gold. 149 is the monthly balance. It is rising, but not at the rate I was hoping for. I wonder, can I increase... Oh, I don't have any money to do that either. Really don't want to take out that loan again, because I've just paid it off, so we just still need to become a bit more self-sufficient. Let's up the speed. start to fly through. Well, actually, we could do. Hold on. Your court chaplain, Bishop Harebrecht, has offered to go through your newly acquired events, or will stop bothering me with this nonsense. Hold for a second. Factions, intrigue, hold a feast. 25 gold, but it will increase. And all my vassals shall be there. So we're going to hold a Christmas sort of feast, if you like. Just to try and boost it in. I'm just looking for entertainment for the feast. A wandering minstrel entered the castle singing and did not stop until he found me. With a flourishing bow and a long sad tone from his lute, he finished his song and asked for my patronage. Yeah, okay. It's going to be expensive. But we need this, I think, to boost ourselves within our own court, because if we don't get sort of stuck in here... How old are we? 29. It's not good. Oh, council position. Steward is dead. 20... Yeah. And... Oops. The best part about preparing a feast is deciding what foodstuff to serve. I must purchase venison, boar and duck, spices, wine and ale, honey for desserts, cheeses, and perhaps even a swan or a peacock. I will spend lavishly on food. Keep the money rolling. We've got no money left. Like the 100 that I just got from that trade room, totally blowing it all. Most of the preparations, I invite all of you here. Collect taxes in Wessex, please. Thank you very much. Get that money in. So my hope is that this goes well for us, that it does sort of embed us in as king, and they start to show more loyalty towards us. The money's creeping up. Monthly balance 1.50. Guests have finally arrived. Welcome to my feast. Mayor Adwell spoke up and told everyone how great the food at my feast was. I was really glad somebody was kind enough to say something nice about the food, given how hard I had worked to ensure the food was the best part of the feast. Well spoken, sir. Please have a good one. There's going to be someone ruin it, isn't it? Someone will ruin my feast, ruin my chances. The church wants to organise a miracle play for a local saint in our demesne. They seem to feel that it should fall on my shoulders to pay for it. Okay. No money again, but again it's all about boosting my reputation within my lands. How much money am I getting? Not a lot. The minstrel sang and the ladies wept. The minstrel sang and the ladies laughed. His performance at my feast was above my expectations, and I congratulate myself for hiring him. 10 prestige. So the prestige is really rolling in, actually. We're up to 318 now, which is really good. And the money is now 164 per month. It's gone up from 148, 150 to 164, which is good. Hopefully we're going to get a good boost across the land for this feast. The last of the guests returned home, and everyone agreed this was this year's greatest feast. And look at that, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10 for 2 years this is. Enjoyed feast, enjoyed feast. Excellent. So if we have a quick look at our vassals now, look at them, all green, which is the first most important sign. If we look at our vassals here as well, opinion of liege -1, prestige, liege, technology, enjoyed the feast, approves. He's envious. Demence, it's our demence which is killing us here. But I don't want to give that away until my son is quite old enough, and he is going to be old enough in a few years. My son Edgar makes everyone sure gets exactly the same. I'm proud of him. This is good news. So we're definitely doing what we can to improve. This is all a bit of a sudden change for us. Here comes someone. Rise up. See that boat there? Did you see him try and be sneaky? I saw him try and be sneaky. Hopefully he's going to go past and not bother me again. Damn these raiders. Nightmare. Really want to waste that. Leopold is nowhere to be seen. You can always find him in the courtyard playing with the swords and practicing his sword fighting with older men. We turn to a great knight. So hopefully we'll get brave. Great if we got all 3 of those. Let's gain the diligent trait. That's good. Good children, that's what we need. Can I claim or do anything? Claim. This would be denied. I don't know why. I can afford the 100 piety. Usurping it wise, just can't afford the money. 184.6. Raiders. Blasted raiders. I wonder, can I just... attackers. I can't raise them because they're actually in the wrong place. So we'll have to range all around it. Let's have a look and see how many we can get together here. We definitely want this one to attack first because it has the higher number. These two need to be merged. These need to be merged. These can go first. See whether they get there first. We did manage to get there. Backup is now arriving. Bit late in the day, but there we go. Better late than never. And disband. There's a lot of that fighting them off, to be fair, but it's just what we have to do, really. So we've got a trade route in place. That's all good. Money's still coming in at 0.49, 0.65. So, yeah, it should be pretty high. Almost a 2 now, I'd have thought. Full monthly income is 0.165. I get it. Okay. So, I think, after all of that then, so a change of leadership again, which is always traumatic, and you always have to go through and do an awful lot of stuff. Still haven't claimed Oxford, which is a shame, although we don't really have the loyalty from our vassals just yet, to be able to make most use of it. It's just the dements which is killing us. It's the truth, it's the dements that's doing it. Once my sons are old enough, though, we will be able to pass down land to them, which will hopefully help. And I think, actually, can I do anything with the laws? Let's just have a quick look. I've got a summer fair, but I can't do that just yet. Oh, you're going to need Athelwine, who is my other son, educate child. Can you come to me as well? Can I do 3, or is that just too many? It is too many. You can go to... Bishop of Selsey. Send. You're my youngest son anyway, so it's all okay. Yes, what was I about to say? Yes, so I think what we're going to have to do... they're building up slowly. I think what we're going to have to do is get these sons up to the right old age of 16, get them out as lords in their own right, give them Sussex, start to reduce the size of that demesne a little bit. The laws-wise, that's what I was going to look at. Can I do anything... Centralisation, demesne size +2, so you can't do anything for medium because has the law, one of these must be true, hold of government, legalism must be 2. So our legalism stand at? Doesn't stand at 2. And we're at least halfway away from being able to do that. That's what we need, because then we could change the law and increase the amount of centralisation government, which would increase that by 2, taking that to 5, and then we'd be able to certainly get within... providing everyone agreed, of course, we'd be able to get within that. There's no feudal levies, there's normal feudal levies, sorry, no feudal taxation. I'm inclined to keep it that way. I don't really want to tax anyone just yet. But we are at least set up, and I think we're reasonably stable. Keep a lookout, of course, for everything else. I can't see... Debutant Hold of Feast we've just done, it's December. We don't have the wealth to do it anyway. We certainly can't hold a summer fair. My wife is pregnant. We'll leave it there. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put the brakes on. It is the 15th of December, 803 AD. A change in leader. A pregnant wife. Luckily, my brother did not have any sons, so they wouldn't have been able to inherit anyway, so nothing really has changed. We have a demesne that's too big, and we're waiting for our sons to go up a little bit so that we can share some of our lands with them. Thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. If you want to leave any comments, criticisms, whatever, put them in the comments below. I always like to read what you guys want to say. Share, like, all that good stuff as well. It helps me out a load. Thanks very much for watching. You take care of yourselves. In the new year, I'll see you, so have a happy new year.